Yeah, man. Don't know, say politics is in the air, so we can't hide from it. Can't hide from politics, none at all. We just can't hide. Politics affect our life every day in this little country, upon the rock, Jamaica. But we have a problem, We have a problem because most recently, say everything we always a jump and I say Andrew Holness, Andrew Holness, Andrew Holness. But we not take time out to look upon what Mark Golden are doing. We not take notice to see what Mark Golden are do. Is it that Mark Golden as a new person in the political, and me no mean new, but me I talk about in leadership because we know say Mark Golden have been there for a good while. Him serve under Portia Simpson government for a while, But Mark Golden is now new in leadership. He has now become the leader of the opposition. I get a good yearly salary plus other benefit. So we expect Mark Golden to enter into the leadership position with a bang. Recently we say Mark Golden released his new shadow cabinet. Some would have called it Duppy cabinet or the next person who will acquire certain position if the PMP win the next general election. And too awful is the word we would have said. Away from the portfolio of health, we have seen where Dr. Alfred Daz has become the new portfolio or shadow person in health, and we can't say that's good because Dr. Daz would bring a good amount of expectation and a good amount of experience as a doctor in that portfolio as in the Ministry of Health. But what have Mark Golden done to show the Jamaican people say him a bring something new? What have Mark Golden done? What we the Jamaican people have hear Mark Golden said and hear what Mark Golden spoke about in the last PMP conference. It is not really something new to our ears because it is definitely saying that he'll do something lesser and do something more that the ruling party, the JLP, is doing. We know say Mark Golden bring something fresh. We know say Mark Golden bring something fresh. And I'm speaking from a platform as a comrade. I mean, not hide it. I am a comrade, but I put PMP and comradeship behind being a Jamaican. I put myself as a Jamaican first and put being a comrade and a PMP behind that. I am a Jamaican and we need this country here to have reason to prosper. What I was looking for is that Mark Golden would say to the Jamaican people, the Jamaican people cannot take the amount of ministries, the bill of running the amount of ministry is holding back the government. And we have seen where the GLP still intend to add more ministry, because at the recent GLP conference, where the Prime Minister Andrew Olney said him a go add a ministry of peace and harmony, unity. We don't want no more ministry. The country can't afford it. We can't afford to pay no more minister. The country can't get better. I pay so much politician. When me personally did I expect Mark Golden to do is slash the amount of ministry in the first year when the PMP win by 50%. Get rid of some ministry. Get rid of some ministry, because some of the ministry them not necessary. You notice now that PM Holness, Prime Minister Holness, have about 4 to 5 ministry in his office under his portfolio. And the Jamaican people them now ask themselves, what is the necessity of adding more ministry? And the Prime Minister alone have about 5 ministry in his office. So to me did I expect say Mark Golden I go say to the Jamaican people them, in my first 100 days, cause we know say that them love say, in my first 100 days, I will be cutting the amount of ministries by 50%, because the Jamaican people cannot pay the bill for so much ministers. And me no matter where them want say minister no get paid. It take billions to run a ministry. It take billions to run any ministry. Plus you have sometimes you have state minister. What is the necessity of having state minister after you have a ministry? And then most of the person, the elected person who get the ministry for run, them don't know one damn shit about the portfolio that them not have no experience. Take for instance, Horace Chang. Horace Chang is the minister of security. And everybody in Jamaica know that Horace Chang is a doctor. Horace Chang is a doctor. So it seems like we are putting square peg in round holes. So we did not expect say Mark Golden are gonna come in and say, in my first 100 days as the new Prime Minister, I am going to cut the amount of ministries by 50%. And take a look at the senators, how we select senators. Because we know in Jamaica how we go with senators. We just nominate them and put them in position as Senate, and by a quint them a run a ministry. No problem with that. But Jamaica has not benefit much from senators. Take for instance Kamina Johnson Smith. We have not benefit. We have not benefit from Kamina Johnson Smith as a senator and running the foreign ministry. The Jamaican people has not benefit from that. It has cost us instead. So back to Mr. Mark Golden. Mr. Mark Golden, if you can't bring something new, if you can't bring something new to the Jamaican people, it really don't make sense. You have to cut down the amount of ministry. The Jamaican people them cannot afford it. We cannot afford the amount of ministries them where in position now. We know so we have to have a minister of security that is necessary, yes. So we have to make sure say when we are select a minister to run, an elected minister to run the Ministry of Security, we have to take people from out of either the private sector or the party. We have experience in policing, whether it be international person in the diaspora or in Jamaica. We elect them to the Senate and we give them the position. It don't make sense. We take a dentist and put him as security minister. It really don't make sense. So security is necessary. One, education is necessary. So we have security ministry, education ministry. We make sure say we have the qualified person coming through the rank as a teacher, as a headmaster, whether in the party or we get someone from the private sector or from the diaspora who have experience in education, and then health. We have to make sure say we have people who serve as medical doctor at the highest level to run the Ministry of Health. We have to make sure say we have medical doctor who serve as medical doctor in Jamaica within the party, or select someone through a senator from the private sector or the diaspora. If we need to get the right person. And then agriculture. We have to make sure say we have experienced farmer. We have to make sure say when it comes on to agriculture, we have farmer who experience putting their hand to the soil, are in the capacity of doing certain agricultural works in Jamaica or in the diaspora. And if you notice, I'm not leaving out the private sector and the diaspora, because Jamaica is not benefiting from the party just putting in somebody at a ministry. We're tired of putting square peg in round hole. We're tired of that. It is costing the government too much. When we put square peg in round hole. So that's four that I name out. The fifth is international affairs. Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Because we have people abroad and living in the diaspora, and we have to make sure say they are well protected and they are well taken care of. To me, I better we do away with Ministry of Social Security, and that's tough. And just turn that ministry in a ministry of poverty. Turn Ministry of Security, I mean Social Security, and just call it Ministry of Poverty, because Jamaica country is always in poverty. So we need a Ministry of Poverty. We need a ministry directly to look out for the poor of this country. And we should have a ministry of community development, a ministry that is there to take care of community, so that ministry would take care of housing and other sector. So we could have at least 12 ministries to run the country We don't want no more than 12 ministry for run this little country. No more than 12. We don't want no more than 12 ministry to run this little Jamaica. And that's how we are going to get rid of a corruption where we can say that ministry is not performing. So Mark Golden, you have to wheel and come again. Mark Golden, you have to bring something like this to the Jamaican people. Cut down the amount of ministry. Jamaica no need no more than 12 to 15 ministry. So I am telling you, Mr. Mark Golden, wheel and come again. Wheel and come again. You got to wheel and come again. And that is my 2 cents.